So the Hollywood Reporter did say that there are some rumors flying around that there is a new Snape already being casted. Now, of course, this is not a 100% certainty. There's no contracts. HBO themselves hasn't even said it. But if you're just like me, you're finding it hard to see the resemblance here, okay? Now, going back a little bit, the first HBO actual launch that they went ahead and announced this whole TV series, it said that they're gonna have a faithful adaptations to the books. I don't know about you guys, if you guys have read the books, you guys know that Snape is of sallow skin and sallow being pale. So this already makes no sense to me. I need to give you guys some context. So before I even ended up getting in front of this camera and talking about this, I posted on Instagram if I should do this sort of content, this sort of controversial topic, which I'm talking about today. And a large majority of people said go for it. I even had people on my DMs egging me on, saying address the elephant, talk about it, and some people even already knowing what the issue was, which shows me that this is not a just random topic that I decided to talk about. This is obviously something that people care about enough to already know what the issue is before me even saying it. So without further ado, let's talk about the elephant. When they take things that I actually give a crap about and I know about, and I've literally like spend a good portion, probably 1/3 of my whole life into, which is this Harry Potter realm or world or whatever you want to call it, and they start changing things up, and by they I mean Hollywood, it bothers me. As a consumer, it upsets me. As a fan, this upsets me, and I don't know where I'm at. I don't know if I am the 1%er. I don't know if I am the large majority, and I don't know why no one's talking about this, but I am going to talk about this. This is the elephant in the room. It's been probably like a week or two that this has been talked about, and quite frankly, it's a topic that I see no one talking about, so I'm gonna talk about it. And it is, why in the world oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled, I'm gonna lose all my I don't care. You know what, this is we have to have these discussions. We have to have these conversations of why this is happening. Severus Snape, for those who have followed me for years, know that Severus Snape for me is by far my favorite character. And let's just dive in. I don't care anymore. So the Hollywood Reporter just report. So this isn't just a corner in the store person. This isn't a guy on Twitter talking crap. This is the Hollywood Reporter saying that Papa Esidu, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm so sorry, Papa. But he is eyed to play Severus Snape in HBO's Harry Potter TV show, the new HBO Harry Potter TV show. Now, I don't have an issue with him playing the character, but when we first started talking about this and HBO themselves came out saying, hold up, and I quote, the series is described as a faithful adaptation to the beloved Harry Potter book series by author and executive producer J.K. Rowling. Now, I don't care about J.K. Rowling per se in this concept, but the fact that they're saying that this is a faithful adaptation to the Harry Potter book series, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I'm sorry that I have to be the bully or the mean person in this, but the Harry Potter book series talked about Severus Snape's appearance. So the fact that the book already talked about his appearance, if you are quote unquote, the series is described as a faithful adaptation to this beloved Harry Potter book series, why aren't you staying faithful to the adaptation of this beloved Harry Potter book series? It just makes no sense to me. Now, again, Snape is described in the books as a thin man with sallow skin, a large hooked nose, and yellow uneven teeth. Now, just to be sure what I was reading was correct, I literally Googled the definition of sallow skin, and it literally means if a person has sallow skin, their skin, especially their face, is a pale yellowish color and looks unhealthy. Does this person, I don't know him. I don't know his roles. I'm sure he's an amazing actor. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just simply saying, if you are doing a faithful adaptation to the book series, why do you have a black man playing a pale man? For clarification, this is 100% rumors. We don't know as of yet, but this is from the Hollywood Reporter, where this isn't anyone in the corner that's just saying these random things. Now, another key point, aside from this whole controversial topic, they are aiming for a 2026 debut of the show, but they are going to start filming summer of 2025. Again, I'm going to clarify after all that rant that I don't care black, white, yellow, pink, red. I don't care colors. I don't care about all of that. But I would be pissed off if Kingsley Shacklebolt was a white man. I would be in uproar because Kingsley Shacklebolt is black. If they are doing a faithful adaptation to the book series and they're trying to be as very close to the book series as possible, which again has happened in the first probably 2 movies, that they went very, very close to exactly what the book said, which is the reason why this movie, the first and second movie and even third movie, was amazing and everyone loved it. And you of course get the memes of, you know, Dumbledore screaming at Harry, you know, did you put your name in the goblet of fire, like those type of memes, which never really happened in the books. Dumbledore never screamed in the books. Let's start with that. You start losing what everyone loved, which are the books. And when you start stretching that gap, you start losing the core of what the book actually is. Again, Shacklebolt, tall black wizard with bald head, broad shoulders, a gold hoop earring. If a white man, a short white man with a head full of hair shows up as Kingsley Shacklebolt, that is not a faithful adaptation to the book. That is all I'm saying. I would be just as bothered if Lee Jordan or Shacklebolt himself was to have been replaced by a white man. This is not to do with white or black or anything like that, but if these characters are in the books described as black with black hair and dreadlocks for Lee Jordan and Shacklebolt as well, they describe them as black men. Why are you gonna change that to white men? It's just, that's not what the books state. If you're gonna go based off of the exact book and you're gonna want to go at exactly what the book says, why are you now changing this up? I'm gonna show you guys one post that I saw on Twitter that I guess represents what I'm feeling, and maybe you guys comment down below if you guys agree with me. If you don't, I want this to be an open platform for conversations. I don't want any bickering left and right, but here we go. This is by Kino Ryan. Don't know who that is. If this ends up being a real story, F this entire show. The whole point of doing this series would be so you could adapt it to be as close to the books as possible, which is what everyone wants. We want this to be as close to the books as possible. Snape is white, Dean Thomas, Lee Jordan, Angelina Johnson, and Kingsley Shacklebolt are black. The books are beloved by millions of people around the entire world, and there is no reason to change them, period. I 100% agree with him. I would also like to add that just like you guys, I will be watching this anyway. I don't care if this is a bonfire of a disaster. I really highly doubt that it will be, especially given we have J.K. Rowling being part of this whole thing. I'm one of those that you have to have the original creator to be able to do exactly what that book is intended for. There's things J.K. Rowling knows inside her head from this realm that she created, this whole world that she created, that none of us know, none of us could know, none of us will anticipate it, and she does, just because she is the creator. She created every single one of these characters, so who better to know these characters than herself? I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I am hopeful. I am very excited to see this, just like every one of you guys, but again, I just don't think race swapping because of this DEI narrative is the right call. I could be wrong. I'm open to conversation. So actually, I want you guys to be the voice of reason. I want you guys to comment down below on what your opinions are. Should this matter? Should this not matter? I am more than open to listening to everyone's opinion. With all that being said, I honestly think if they go straight at the book and reference everything by the book, through the book, and through the creator of the book, this TV show has the probability of being better than the actual movies. Why do I say that? Because think about it like this. Now we have a TV show that is 1 hour per episode, give or take, probably. You have this Game of Thrones style of probably an hour to an hour and 30 minutes of just one episode. You know how much footage, you know how much detail and content and information you could dive and throw into an hour to an hour and a half to almost 2 hours of an episode if they do it right. Imagine the whole first book being 8 episodes long of an hour to 2 hours worth of each episode. If they follow the book to the T, this has the probability of being one of the best adaptations of the Harry Potter book series ever created. Think about this TV series has the potential of being bigger than the actual movies themselves. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. If you are saying you wanna have an exact adaptation to the book series, do exactly what the book series says. The only reason fans like me are going crazy for this news is because they did say that they were going to do a faithful adaptation to the books. And of course, no one could do a Goblet of Fire in a 2-hour movie. No one could do a Order of the Phoenix in a 2-hour movie. It's impossible. But in a TV series, you have, let's say, 8 episodes of an hour and a half to 2 hours each. You could compress each book in a season for 10 episodes, let's say, and you will have almost an exact replica of what the book says in a TV series. That's why people are watching. That's why people want to see this, and that's why people are actually intrigued on this TV series. But if you do things like this, where you're starting to change characters and changing narratives, you're just gonna go back into the same issue with Goblet of Fire, where you have Dumbledore screaming at Harry, which makes no sense because Dumbledore never screamed in the books. He's not a screamer. That's just one little thing to take out of the movies. So just like you guys, I'm going to be the first one to watch this, and I'm hopeful and happy to see this, and I'm excited to see what they do with this TV series. There's only 2 critiques that I have of Alan Rickman at the time he was filming for the character Severus Snape. One, he probably wasn't ugly enough, because in the books he's hideous, has a hook nose, all of that. And 2, he probably was too old to play. I think around the time Alan Rickman was playing Severus Snape, he was 54 years old, when around the time Severus Snape was supposed to be around Harry Potter and all that, he was around in his 30s. So yeah, he was too old, not that ugly. But that's pretty much it. He pretty much fit the role as far as features wise. Now, of course, I don't know this guy. He could be an amazing actor, and I don't doubt it one bit. And on top of that, filling in the shoes of Alan Rickman for Severus Snape is gonna be insane for any actor. Now, of course, everyone's talking about Adam Driver. Adam Driver is perfect for this role, and he will be the best. We already know what he's capable of from Star Wars. We know how he could dive into those, and he looks exactly like Severus Snape as well, with the long hair. So my vote is for Adam Driver to be Severus Snape, but these are just rumors. We have no idea what's gonna happen. I'll give you an update once HBO actually announces the cast. But as you guys saw from my previous video, there's over 32,000 kids auditioning for roles in this Harry Potter TV series, which is awesome and very, very hectic. They're talking about from 500 to 1,000 tapes that they have to go through a day. Like, just think about that. 7 days, that's 7,000, 365 days, 365,000 tapes that they're watching per year. I am very excited for this. I want to see this do amazingly. Just like you guys, I will be there watching every episode of this and walking you guys through of what I saw, how I saw it. We're gonna have a bunch of fun with this TV series. I'm sure, you know, Hollywood has their their agenda to push this DEI narrative into all aspects of movies. We'll see where it ends. But that's just my little rant here for today. I just wanted to talk about it because this is a topic. This is a Harry Potter topic. And even though it is a controversial topic, I feel that I'm not doing you guys justice by not talking about this. I want this page to be an open-ended conversation, discussion about Harry Potter as a whole, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys. I'm out of here.